Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making brown flour potato soup. Alright guys, I'm starting out here in a saucepan and I have roughly about 5 or 6 potatoes that I diced up. And I have the pot pretty full of water there. Now this is a pretty straightforward, easy soup. There's no meat in it. And the reason I'm making this is because my cousin Joey asked me about it. His mom made it for him. His mom and my mom were sisters. And my mom made it for us growing up. So I figured I'd make it so you can see the video. I'm going to start out by putting about a teaspoon of salt in there. And I'm going to bring this to a boil and I'm going to cook the potatoes till they're tender. But we're not going to drain them. We're going to leave them in that water because that's going to make our soup. Alright, while my potatoes are cooking over here, come to a boil and start to cook. In a frying pan, I melted a half a stick of butter. This is where we're going to brown our flour. I'm going to add in some flour. And this is a cup of flour here. We're making sort of like a roux. You just want to add your flour in until all of your butter is absorbed. And what we're going to do is we're going to brown this flour up. Now this is like sauteing onions. This takes a little while, guys. So you want to do this right when you put your potatoes on. Hold this pan here. And you want this so that your flour absorbs all that butter. And I turn my heat back a little bit because you don't want to scorch your butter. I just want to incorporate all your flour in there. That's looking good about there, guys. That was about a half a cup of flour I put in there for that half a stick of butter. Now what I'm going to do, if I need to, I'll give this a shot of olive oil just to moisten it up some, but it's looking alright for now. I'm going to allow this to fry over medium-high heat and brown that flour up. You don't want to burn it, you just want to get it a nice golden brown color. So I'll let my potatoes cook over here and I'll brown my flour up, guys. Okay guys, you can see how nice and brown my flour got. It almost looks like chocolate in there, and it's releasing some of the butter now that it's browned. Now my potatoes over here are halfway cooked. I'm going to take some of this flour and I'm going to mix it in. Now this is going to make a splash, but don't panic. And it's not so bad because I turned my heat off a little while ago. Mom would just take it right hot off the stove there and stir it in. You just want to stir it until your flour dissolves. And what don't dissolve by stirring will dissolve as it cooks. A little more in. And you just want to stir it. And you want this to look like a nice gravy. I may not use all of that flour up. I'll have to look at my soup. But like I said, a little bit of flour that doesn't dissolve, that will dissolve as the soup cooks. And guys, you could add meat in this if you would like. You could add some beef or some chicken, but I'm just making it the way Mom made it, the traditional way. And she would serve this, when she would serve it up in a bowl, she would put the whole peeled tomatoes in a can. She'd put a tomato or two in the soup on top when she'd serve it, and that would help add extra flavor. We're just going to eat it as is. I'm not going to put any tomatoes in it. I'm going to add a little more flour. That's starting to look good. That's all the flour I'm going to add. I'm going to allow this to continue cooking until my potatoes get soft, and that'll help get some of that flour, brown flour flavor into the potatoes. When this is done cooking, I'll dish up a bowl. I'll bring you guys back and I'll let you know what I think of it. Alright guys, my soup is done. Like I said, Mom would traditionally take some whole peeled tomatoes that come in a can and put them on top there. We're just going to eat like this. And I made some pork chops go with this on the side. I didn't put them in the video. But you can see, looks like a really runny gravy. The broth. Now I wound up using all of that flour. So it was a half a cup of flour, half a stick of butter. Give this a try. Potatoes are nice and tender. The soup itself, you can taste the butter in it. The brown flour gives it a really good flavor, guys. Little salty, like a brown roux flavor, but that's really good, and it's really simple, and it's really cheap. So there you have it, guys. Brown flour potato soup. Give it a try. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.